Yo guys, what's up? It's Teacher's Game 2 coming at you again with another video on Ark Valguero. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you a video in which I use all of this in front of me, as you can see, to fight the bosses on the hardest difficulty possible. Now I apologize if I sound a little bit sick. I have I don't know what that was. I have a little bit of a cold right now, but I'm getting over it still, so, oh well. Now I've got one Tyrannus and I've got one Daedon. Before you guys are like, oh, these are stupid high levels, blah, 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 blah. Both of these guys will not be used to attack any of the bosses. I will not even attack once with either of these. That is simply due to the fact they're just there to support if these guys can do it with these Deinonychus. Now I have done it with the Deinonychus multiple times, and this is going to sound weird. Typically what happens, in order to do the alpha boss, everything kind of just falls into complete and total chaos. I know that sounds weird. I know it does. But I know you guys have seen my other videos and you've been like, yo, order is the way to do this. But with the Deinonychus, chaos sometimes is best. Now let's show you some of the stats on these guys. They are not good. 1600 health, 560 melee, meh stamina, not good saddle. Just so you're like, oh, that's just one. Here's another one. 1800, 511, 800. Better saddle by quite a bit actually, 90. But most of them don't have very good saddles. 70 is not that great. 1600 health, just shy of 500 melee, and a little bit of stamina. Now, that being said, I've got about 15 of them, I think, this time. I pulled one or two out that were too good. I didn't like them being in there because it just wasn't fair. Other than that, I think that's everything you're going to need. You're going to need some med brews, a spyglass, some food, and some drink. And I think that should be it. So let's go ahead and do this. Maybe. It's not going to let me do it, is it? Well, 1 second. There we go. I had the code typed in wrong. So what we're going to do, the biggest thing, stay off your mounts until you get into the boss fight, because I've been kicked off before, and then like your game has to restart and shut down all that stuff. And obviously it's not worth it, because if the dragon comes over, you are tostado. Now, basically what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and turn this guy's passive healing on right now, just because all of them are full health, but still a good idea. As soon as you get in, the first thing you're going to do, go to your Daedon, which is why I'm looking at him right now. And I'm going to make sure he's on ignore group whistles, passive, lowest, and then everything else is good. And we're going to go ahead and make sure that healing is on. And we are going to whistle him follow to me. We're going to whistle these guys attack my target. And I am going to go down to this first step, right here. Now the reason we do this is actually pretty easy. We want to try and pull the dragon down before everything else, because you want to try and take out the dragon first. If you can't take out the dragon first, that's a problem. The other bosses can do a lot of damage. So you want to be really, really, really careful about that. The only dangerous boss here for the Deinonychus is the manticore. The other ones are meh best. They don't really matter. So I'm going to go ahead and go over here. I'm going to let I told you I wouldn't attack, and that's the case. I'm just going to avoid these Pteranodons to the best of my ability. And kind of just like run in a circle. There you go. As you can see, a little bit coffee right now, sorry. Oh my goodness, the boss is stuck. I'm going to go ahead and go right here. As you can see, I'm going to let them attack. Manticore is, well, shooting at me, so that's fun. Come on, Deinonychus. Please get them. If he comes down first, that's okay, I guess. No, I don't want that. I want him to... Oh, there we go. Now, basically what you want to do is you want to try and pull the manticore as much as you can towards us, so he does as little damage to the Deinonychus as possible. But obviously that's not always entirely possible. As you can see, that's what I'm talking about. They do a ton of damage. Alright, I'm biting this thing just because. Come on. He's impossible to hit, apparently. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and go to attack my target. As you can see, the manticore is still taking that bleed. Oh, there's a Deinonychus on him still. That's interesting. The Deinonychus is not going to let go, and that's awesome. Oh, he's still going with him. And we're just going to let that go. Nope, come back here, guys. There we go. And if you can get this, I guess this is one way to take care of the Deinonychus. Oh, there he goes. But he got about half health. So that's pretty awesome. Can't complain about that. So, anyways, as you can see, the biggest thing you can do for yourself is remain calm, because stuff like that happens, and there's really not much you can do about it. We're going to go ahead and whistle attack my target. Obviously, you want to try and avoid as much as possible on these things, but if you can't, just sit here. I'm going to let these Deinonychus take out. Manticore might be coming in for another bite here. Okay, just because the Dimorphodons are going to cause issues, I'm going to try and hit them. Just like you see there. This actually, oh my goodness. This will attack this target. My goal is just run. Because I want the dragon, as you can see, he takes all those stack damages, and I'm trying to avoid letting him bite. Because if I can avoid letting him bite, then he can't really do too much damage to me, which is what I'm looking for. Or at least keep the damage away from these guys, which is the important thing. So, as you can see right there, Deinonychus are doing a ton of damage to him. Trying to avoid too much damage. Look at that, he's about a quarter. We're just going to keep running. And we're going to get these guys to follow me again. Come on, back up here. Got to get them healed up just a touch. As you can see, they're going after him. And this is what you want right here. See how they're like preventing him from moving towards me? That's what we're looking for. And then they come right back towards me, which is what we're looking for. We're going to go over here a little bit to heal up. As you can see, that's what we want right now. A little bit of health gained, because the manticore is the big one we're worried about. Come on, guys. Let's go up here, because it's safe. This is where we want to be. Now, as you can see, I'm still healing, which is the goal. We're just going to take our time, not freak out. Manticore just landed and got like 12 things to its face. And look at this. This is what I'm looking for. Take as little damage as possible. And basically, we're just going to keep attacking it, because it gets stuck. And we're just going to keep healing up. Now, obviously, you're going to lose a couple of these Deinonychus to the Manticore, because they do a ton of damage. But unless, yeah, they all fell off. But look it's already at a third health. These Deinonychus are real destroyers of worlds. And we're just going to let them heal up for a second here. Get some health back. And then we're going to go after the megapithicus. Now, sometimes the manticore will come over here once or twice. I'm not going to move. We'll see if it likes that. Yep, it might be coming. We'll see. There it is. And obviously avoid, 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 avoid. That's all you can do. And then these guys will actually lock the manticore down. Just like that. And look at all the damage it's taking. It's probably down to a quarter health right there, which is pretty awesome. This would be a great time where you bring in your long distance weapon and you kind of smoke it from down here. You can see that my my battle pig is healing these guys, and we are trying to avoid to the best of our ability, because we want the manticore to try and lock onto us and avoid these Deinonychus as much as possible. Come on, let's do this. Come on, come on, come on. No, 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 no. There we go. Almost down, almost down. Obviously, as you can see, there was one lost, but check out that. Did a pretty good job of destroying it. So there's the manticore down. I'm just going to sit here with the Daedon for a second. Make sure that we get it. We're going to go ahead and turn auto courage on. And we're going to make, come on now, let me get over here. This guy's doing pretty well. We're going to make sure his disable, enable, sometimes that allows it to trigger it. Looks like we got some bloody Deinonychus, but we want to get a little bit healed up more here. So I'm just going to hang out here. As of right now, we've lost about a quarter of our Deinonychus. They're still healing. You can see there's the Megapithecus over there. We're taking our time. We've got plenty of time left in this boss fight. So we're just going to sit here for a second, heal up. Maybe the Deinonychus don't heal, which is quite unfortunate. Alright, give him the little boost. Obviously, I can do a much better. I'm a terrible Utyrannus person, so for anyone curious, like, yeah, I can do a much better job. But if you have somebody that's really good at riding the Utyrannus, this boss fight is really easy. So we're going to go ahead and go. There's a special way to take out this megapithicus that you don't need to really worry about anything at all. And you can see my little Deinonychus horde following me. The megapithicus really, really likes the idea of taking you out. So what you can do, there we go, come on, let's go, guys. So as you can see, he's like already straight towards me. So I can whistle. Oh my goodness, he is already at me. Now I'm going to go ahead and have him, because so he's now aggroed to me. And check this out. The Deinonychus kind of lock him in place. And you just avoid again. Now again, I leveled this thing down, so it's just a max level UD. So I'm just avoiding with a max level UD, which is totally doable for you. As you can see, he's already down a quarter health. And I haven't really tried that hard. Boom. Come on now, Deinonychus. I need you to take him out a little bit. Now, a good thing to try and do is kind of like try and run him back over the top of your Deinonychus, and that helps a lot. Oh, he's attacking my Deinonychus. Now, as you can see, he is taking a lot of damage. Unfortunately, these little minions right here are the killers. Oh boy. So you're just trying to run, avoid, run and avoid, run and avoid, and do circles. Now, obviously, if you get hit by one of the monkeys that throws their poop, try and avoid to the best of your ability. You can see he's almost tostado, which is really nice. And we're just going to let just like that. And that is how you do this boss fight. As you can see, Deinonychus, really the only dangerous thing, that was easy. The Megapithecus is easy. The dragon is pretty easy. It's the one thing you want to watch out for, and I can't say this enough, is that manticore. Once you get the manticore down, this boss fight is a joke. It's really not that hard at all. But other than that, it's pretty easy. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it helps you with what you need to do. I mean, this is more of a solo player method, obviously. For those people that are like, well, I can't do this in official. I mean, you could. You would also have hopefully like 6 or 7 extra people. So you could lock on with a Deinonychus in the air and just stay permanently on the manticore to smoke it. It would be nice to have somebody on the Daedon too, so you can kind of stick nice and close to those Deinonychus. And having like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 people on Deinonychus, that would really be OP, because you could hit or basically jump up on these bosses somewhere they couldn't attack you and just do a ton of damage to them. Just to show you how much element you get from this, it's a lot. That is 520 element right there. That's a ton. People are going to be farming this boss fight like there's no tomorrow. And just to repeat, that's way too good of a saddle. I need to take that one off. So is that. Those are the ones that lived, I guess. Anyways, it's doable. We have a 115 saddle, I want to say, on my official server, and with the crafting bonus, we get a ton of help. So there's a 64 armor saddle. You can see he didn't take that much health. It's just random luck of the draw. 2300, and then 453 melee, and then I'll go to the UD just so you can see this. Obviously, 10,000 health, not that good at all. Stamina is really good because I leveled only stamina. That's all you should do if you're using a boss to Utyrannus. 20,000 is pretty good. And then melee, 602, not that great. Daedon is literally there just to heal the tames. So hopefully this helped you out, and Teacher's Game 2, out.